Hey everyone, Gaz here, and this is the review for Dead Space 2. Here we see Isaac Clarke finally return to the spotlight. After a cliffhanger of an ending to the first game, we learn that Isaac was in fact rescued and taken deep into psychotherapy in an Earth colony on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. The action starts quickly, with just enough pre-gameplay dialogue to bring new players up to speed and to whet appetites for existing fans. After some flashbacks to previous and very creepy psychoanalysis sessions, Isaac wakes from deep cryostasis to a man cutting him from his straitjacket and helping him to escape. Before Isaac can be freed, however, the rescuer finds himself being impaled by a not-so-friendly necromorph, and you must flee the scene. After some pissing about in various dimly lit corridors without the use of your arms, Isaac is finally released from the straitjacket, and classic Dead Space action continues from there. One of the most notable changes to the formula is Isaac's new voice actor, because apparently 3 years in psychotherapy cured him of Gordon Freeman syndrome, but not of dementia. But ah well, points for effort, guys. In all seriousness though, the new voice actor is great, and really allows Isaac to express himself more clearly as a character of the Dead Space universe and not just as an extension of the player, and this means that you get the proper experience of an individual losing his mind when playing, fighting both the necromorphs and his own disturbing hallucinations, and the fantastic dialogue holds the experience together beautifully. Because this game is set in an Earth colony and not on a planet cracker, the entire mood of the game has changed significantly. No longer do you find yourself in complete isolation, fighting frightening aliens in dimly lit metal corridors. Now the action takes you across various locations, from a hospital to living quarters, shopping areas, a unitologist church, and so on. Personally, I kinda miss the old Ishimura, but that's probably just based on nostalgia for the old Space Hulk games I used to play as a kid. In any case, the new setting does a great job of opening up the Dead Space universe to new players, and hardcore fans of the original wanting to know more about the story arc and characters will not be disappointed, as plenty of additional audio logs, video logs, and environmental props await those fanboys and wiki editors among us. Happy hunting. The constantly changing environment also allows for some pretty interesting scares, so while the overall tone isn't as oppressive, there's still oodles of horror action to be found. One of the only faults I can find in this game is that the tone doesn't really allow you to get a proper feel for the collapsing society on Titan. The game falls right in the middle of solo and social storytelling, so unfortunately it's virtually impossible to give a shit about any of the NPCs around you meeting particularly nasty ends, and this is disappointing given the intensely claustrophobic nature of Dead Space 1, where the game hit you just as strongly psychologically as it did visually. Overall, Dead Space 2 is a great game and one hell of a sequel. A great game experience for fans of the original and newcomers to the franchise. Even if it has lost a little of the innovation and atmosphere that made the original quite so niche, the follow-up is scary, action-packed, and has a well-told and engaging story. This is Gaz from Windows Game Reviews, and I'm giving Dead Space 2 a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching.